Hello and good evening. This is a Yin Yoga practice to help you release stress at the end of a busy day. Particularly nice when you've been on your feet all day or when it's a hot day. It's a kind of practice I would do to sort of chill out and wind down in the evening. You'll need a block for this one, or you could use one or two firm pillows or cushions and put them on top of each other. Our first pose is going to be waterfall. So we are going to take the legs up into the air and we are going to support the sacrum with the block, which you just keep on the lowest setting. You could use a bolster as well instead, or an alternative pose would be to place your legs against a wall. But I'm going to demonstrate waterfall here for you, so you make sure the shoulders are firmly connected on the floor, and then lift the legs up, spread the arms out, and then take your feet up into the air. Maybe ease out the ankles a little bit, rotating the ankles both ways. Flex and extend. And then, just keep the legs up in the air with as little effort as possible. It's quite interesting. There is a point of balance where your femur just sinks down into the hips and your lower legs just sink down into the knee joint, and the legs stay up there almost without any effort at all. If you like, you can close your eyes and really surrender into the support of the floor, of the brick. Nice, natural, easy breaths. And because it is a yin practice, you can just follow the cues of your body and find a way of experiencing each pose in your own way. So there isn't a particular shape we want to achieve, any technical details we need to take care of, or a goal we need to pursue. Instead, we want to surrender into the pose and allow ourselves to just be. Breathe and enjoy. And whenever your mind gets too busy, it always does, bring your attention to your breath and follow the rhythm of your breath. So a couple more breaths. And then just slowly place your feet back down onto the floor. Still keeping the hips elevated. And then option 1, you stay like this. Option 2, you stretch the legs away. You might have to readjust a little bit how you are positioned on your brick. And then settle down again. Allow the front of your body now to lengthen. And for a moment, take your awareness to your face. And think about relaxing all the muscles in your face. Unclench the jaw. Relax the tongue. Uncrease your forehead. The area between your eyebrows. So we are releasing out of the pose now without any rush. Placing the feet on the floor again. And just lift your hips up, remove your brick. And roll down. And then we'll briefly move into an active pose, bridge pose. So when you are ready, just peel your spine off the floor vertebra by vertebra. And link your hands underneath the body. Roll the shoulder blades together. And really draw the shoulders away from the ears. Push onto your feet, rise up. So a few more energizing breaths here. Creating some energy, strength, and warmth in the body. Release your hands and roll down with control. And lift your nose up towards the knees, just curling tightly. And then either push yourself up or rock up gently to sit on the floor. And to come into a seated butterfly next. So your feet are together. You just move a little bit so that you are really supported by the sitting bones. You can lean forwards a little bit. Your feet can be quite close to the body or they can be a bit further away, so whatever you prefer. Take a nice deep inhalation, lengthen through your body. And then just soften down, fold down. And just allow the head to relax down towards the feet. If you don't like your head hanging very heavily, use your fingertips to support the head. Otherwise, just allow the weight of the head to lengthen your spine from the tailbone along the back and the neck. Returning to a soft and natural way of breathing. Maybe by now you have noticed that the body has surrendered a bit to the pull of gravity. Maybe you are a little bit closer to the floor now. Maybe not. Just notice those subtle changes. Now to come out of seated butterfly, you just roll up ever so slowly, moving like a sloth, rolling up and just sitting straight for a moment. Help your knees up and have a little pause for a couple of breaths. Our next pose is another forward fold, dragonfly. So we are going to take our legs out really wide. as wide as they will go. Maybe you would like to place a block or a blanket underneath your hips. That is an option. And again, take a nice deep inhalation, lengthening through the body, and then just starting to move forwards and softening down. So maybe you use your hands and arms for a bit of support, staying higher up. Or maybe you are happy to lower down a little bit more, doing those last little adjustments to find a comfortable position. And then again, just let gravity do its work. Allow the body to be heavy. The breath to be steady. Noticing some intensity maybe in this pose, maybe a little bit more here in the thighs or back of the knees, even the ankles. Nothing should be painful, so if anything is painful, then back out. Don't push. So if there is intensity anywhere in the body, think about 80% or so. Whenever you want to make little adjustments, feel free to do so and then become still again. We are going to be here maybe for another minute or so. So as always, we release out slowly, using the strength of our arms to carefully push ourselves up. Helping our knees and legs a little bit to come back into a neutral position, having that little pause. And our next couple of poses are going to be on the floor again, lying on the back. So just lie down and rest your knees against each other. And then we are going to come into a twist. Place or take your right leg over the left. You could also come into eagle legs, which makes the twist slightly stronger. Move your hips a bit to the right, arms wide, and then take your knees over to the left, head to the right. And the shoulders stay on the floor. You could use your brick again here and place it underneath your knees. And then just let the legs relax. And the rest of the body too. So just 2-3 more breaths on this side. And then just untangle your legs and carefully roll onto your back again. Straighten out. Let the knees rest against each other. Little pause. And then come into your twist on the other side. So it would be the left leg that crosses over or wraps around. And before you twist, move the hips over to the left. Knees drop down to the right. So don't force them down, just let them find their way towards the floor with time. maybe this side feels slightly different. Whatever you notice and observe, take it as it is. Don't try to interpret or judge. Just for now, everything is okay, just the way it is. Two, three more breaths. And then slowly move and roll onto your back again. Straighten out. Let the knees rest against each other. The last yin pose is going to be banana. Come into a nice floor supported stretch first, so push the legs away, take the arms up and over. And then move your legs over to the left. You can place the right leg on top if you like. Move your arms over to the left. Make sure your right hip doesn't roll up. Stays level with the left hip. You can hold either your right or your left wrist, whatever you prefer. Find a comfortable position for your head. And allow yourself to ease into this gentle side stretch. Make sure the head is comfortable. So just relax your arms, take them down to the side of the body again and straighten yourself. Come into a nice long stretch and then move into banana on the other side. Holding the other wrist this time. Sometimes the shoulders need a little bit of easing out. So whatever you need to do to feel comfortable, do it. And then find that stillness again. Enjoying these moments just with yourself. Couple more breaths. And then carefully come out of the position. Straighten yourself. It can be nice to just take the nose up towards the knees again now. And you might like to add on a few more minutes in Shavasana. Or come back up into a seated position. Finishing your Yin practice. I hope you feel that a little bit calmer now, a little bit more at ease. Have a lovely evening. Namaste.